One day we gon' make it. We just gotta grind for that paycheck.
Hi, what's up you guys? Welcome back to M&J Views. I should really stop saying M&J Views since we're gonna change our channel name. But here I'm back at this park with Stella this time. As you can see, I played fetch with her actually here instead of my house just because there's a lot of land here and she'll get more tired easily. I can throw the ball at a longer distance and she can go run for it. She's a little tired. She's like, why are we stopping? So when they get tangled, Stella does know around when it comes with frisbee, so maybe she can learn the same leash walking. So Stella, around, around, good girl. So I'm gonna keep doing that instead of just, you know, tugging her. I'm gonna let her think for herself more. Of course, she's very excited to be here because it's a new place as well. So I'm cutting her some slack. I don't want her to fully pull on me like that. Whenever she does that, I go back 2 steps so she can start over. Round, Stella, Stella, look at me. Stella, Stella, round, good girl. So I don't want her to like fully pull on me like the beginning of the series. I also wanted to note that I'm like learning my dog's behaviors as I go, but then again, like that neighborhood was just too much, and all the noises and like from the dogs and the cars and the people and the construction, like it was just too much for her. Here we could do like a test run, maybe bring a dog. I was thinking of bringing Bella, so if you guys would be interested in that, let me know so I could make a video with Bella. And we could train her that way with just her at the distance and like making sure that she doesn't really pay attention to her or want to go her way or anything. Also, another thing I wanted to share for this video is the type of harnesses that we're going to be using. So Stella right now is using a front lead collar. It's literally the same one Nova was using in the last video. It attaches to the front of their chest, prevents pulling just a little bit more than when we attach it to their back. And the reason why it prevents pulling is because it's distorting their center of gravity. Their center of gravity is on their chest area, so if we were to put it on her back, she'll have more leverage to pull us. So that's a good thing. I also want to go over the gentle leader that we're going to be using in a little bit. I have test run this by putting it on Stella, like without going on walks, literally just at home for a couple of hours, and she did not like it at first. She would try to take it off right away. Oh, there she goes again. Oh, good girl. She would try to take it off right away, and I would just take it off right away too because I didn't want her to be uncomfortable. But then I tried to put it on again, and gradually she started like not minding it. I don't want to say she likes it, but she just doesn't mind it. But I haven't tried walking her with it on, so we're gonna go ahead and try to do that now. I do want to give her a whole lap run. Stella is special because she has so much energy. I used to think Nova had the most energy when it comes to walking, but I'm pretty sure it's Stella. Even like with playing, like she still has the energy to pull me, and Nova doesn't even have to play that much, and she like pulls the same as Stella. So Stella does take a little bit more time to adjust to her walk. So I'm gonna give her one full lap around this park, put on the gentle leader, and then we'll go ahead and try again. At the end of the video, I'm gonna explain furthermore the types of harnesses and all that while we're at home, just so I could show you guys as well, like the types of harnesses. Yeah, so whenever she advances, I'm taking 2 steps back instead of turning the whole other way, because I mentioned it in the other video, but I didn't really explain it. So you see how she's advancing like that? That's what she wants to do. So if we take 2 steps back, she's gonna be like, okay, I'll take 2 steps back because that will make me go forward. It'll make her think about like where she has to be. So look, she goes right. she advances. I didn't even move and she advanced. Over here. Over here. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Also, another thing I wanted to say. I'm walking them all around the park just so they get used to the scents and the sights of the park. I'm not letting them like fully pull me like that. Like I'll correct those, but I'll give them like some slack, because when training, when I'm actually gonna train them how to walk, I'm not gonna walk the whole thing. I need to train them first. So that's what I'm gonna do when I start training. So when I start training, I think I'm gonna actually do it like maybe like this whole thing right here, back and forth, but we'll see when we get there. Today we're just focusing on her getting used to the park, getting used to her new surroundings. Like even that dog over there, eventually she'll get used to him and she won't bark at him anymore, her or him, I don't know. So that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and do another lap around this park, put on the gentle lead, and I'll see you guys in just a second. So I decided that I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna teach her at the park. So, and I'm not really thinking I'm gonna get anything out of it. I just want to see how she reacts. Come here. Come here. So as you can see, she doesn't really mind it. I'm just scared she's gonna overreact when I put it on the leash. Okay, hopefully this works.
Told my brothers one day we gon' make it. We just gotta grind for that paycheck. Mama told me one day I'll be famous. Remember when she used to say she hate this. Back then they would laugh when I say shit.
Just to see how she reacts with it. Making sure she doesn't fool herself. Because a littlest jerk will like hurt her, I think. So I'm having the leash really loose.
Shooting for the moon, gon' turn this Honda to a spaceship. Shorty want me, I just wanna get some rain.
Oh my God. It's okay. You need to learn how to use it. It's the only thing. So she does look at me a lot. Oh, there she goes. Okay, okay. So this was just a test run. So she kind of freaked out at the end. She was doing really good. She's like, oh my God, never again. I know, baby. You don't even have it on. You're being dramatic. So I'm not gonna do that today. Just little by little, I feel like. She has advanced with it. Like I said, I leave it on her at home, like daily. Just when she starts freaking out is when I take it off of her. So that was like a perfect example, because she was okay with it until she's like, nope, I don't want it anymore. It'll take her gradually to leave it on for longer and longer. I'm just gonna walk back and forth with her, actually training this time and not letting her, you know, sniff the ground. Well, she can sniff the ground, but like being right beside me. So let's try.
Told my brothers one day we gon' make it. We just gotta grind for that paycheck. Mama told me one day I'll be famous. Remember when she used to say she hate this. Back then they would laugh when I say shit. Now I'm inside all them people's playlists. So one day I'll be stomping on them stages. But right now we just dancing in the basement. In the basement singing la 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 la. Yeah. Made that ass drop, drop, drop.
So I'm just doing like little tiny walks, of course. There should be a difference from training and walking. So when she's training, she has to be right next to me. When she's walking, she could have like some distance, but not too much. Like this is too much, especially not in front of me. Right here, where the hand is. Over here. Yeah, over here. Good girl. Yes. Yes, good girl. Yes. That's a good girl. We're finished with training. We're gonna go ahead and go home now. Stay tuned. So now with this part of the video, we're back at home. And I wanted to show you a couple of harnesses that I use or used to use on my dogs. First of all, we went over the front hook harness. This one I feel would be more practical for everyday use, no matter if you're training or not. It's always good to have one of these. There's a clip at the front and a clip at the back. I used to use the clip at the back, but I got told by somebody that this actually makes them want to pull even more. It's not bad if your dog is already trained and you use this clip, because they're not going to end up pulling because they're trained. But if they're not trained, this can be a problem. So this comes in handy. We also did go over the gentle leader. The gentle leader, I feel, is for more drastic occasions where they just don't understand leash walking. And this is like a last resort. This is completely painless. They still have room to open their mouth and everything. So it's not anything bad to use, but it's something that you should gradually get away from. So this is only used for training purposes. Once they learn how to walk, then you no longer need to use this, or you should not use this anymore. One leash I would not recommend getting if you're trying to teach your dogs to walk is this one. So this one, they put both of their legs in here, and you clip it up here on their back. This one's the worst because this helps them pull more load. This would be good for sled dogs if they need to carry like boxes and stuff, or a human, but no, this will make them pull more. Unlike these, where it's more around the rib area, it doesn't really give them any support on their legs or chest. So this is also really good. It's like a rib one. Goes around the ribs. So each harness has a different function. These are the 3 that I have now, and the 2 that I actually like using. So it's just the front lead collar with the gentle leader if things get really drastic. And then this is like the perfect example of what not to get if you're trying to teach your dogs how to walk. So I just thought I'd share with you guys these that I have, because it's a good general thought towards which harness to get. But yeah, besides all that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed our walk and talk today, and you learned a little bit something from it as well. So besides all that, if you have any more questions, leave them in the comments down below and I'll get to them as soon as possible. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like so I know that you liked it and I can make more. And of course, don't forget to check out my channel if you do like these videos, because I have much more. There's a playlist of the walk and talk if you guys are interested in that as well, from beginning to where we are right now. And that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!